a lot of times when we were doing research for people and we were helping them land job interviews, we were finding that there were hiring managers that were wine enthusiasts. There were people that had just went skiing the weekend before. There were people that had, posted about certain television shows that they were watching on Twitter, for example, right? Like, the person that was a wine enthusiast, he had posted something like, got my wine certificate, and he was proud of it. And he kind of, was showcasing it on the internet. So when we reached out with the subject, we did product management, Redfin, and red wine, right? He opened it. He opened the hell out of the email. In the body of the email, right, we started with a relevant story and a relevant impact that person had, right? So our client at that time, Asim, he was a big red wine enthusiast. He had a couple of experiences back in college where one of his professors was actually a wine enthusiast, and he put him on to this like super rare, like really awesome red wine. And we mentioned that in the email, right? And it was in the PS actually. So the other thing about these subject lines is you have to deliver. You can't just like, if you're going to put red wine or you're going to put skiing or you're going to put something, like make sure that you actually deliver on that subject line, right? You don't want them to open it and be like, what is this? Because it could backfire where they're like, did you just randomly say red wine? So I would open the email. So make sure you reference something in the body of the message. And in the PS, what we did was we actually linked subscription service that had the bottle that our client's professor had told him about. And the response that we got was actually like phenomenal. Like he was super happy. He was like, oh my God, no one's ever reached out to me like this. I really love this email. He probably didn't even look at Asim's resume. He probably didn't even check to see if he's like a good fit for the role. He literally just called him in for the interview. He's like, I got to talk to this guy. Who is this guy?